Hello, so this video is going to walk you through how to set up your Aeries gradebook for quarter two. So when you log into your Aeries, it might look like mine, kind of crazy, but it'll be okay. We'll figure it out. So looking at your left-hand side where there's a menu, you're going to click on Gradebook. And then we're going to click on Add Gradebook on this upper left-hand side. So when we get here, a couple of very important things. For the term we want to select just quarter two now. So just quarter two. And then scrolling down to the sections, you'll notice that we have tons of sections, but we're just going to select the ones that are related to quarter two. So meaning in the second column where it says period, we're going to look for periods 2, 4, and 6. So I'm going to look for my period 6 because that's the only grade book that I haven't made yet. And then semester is actually our quarters. So we're looking for periods 2, 4, or 6, and then semester 2, which actually means quarter two. Okay, so scrolling down, I'm looking for my period 6, so I'll notice that I have 3 options for period 6, but I only need to select the one that says quarter two. All right. So on this side, you're looking for periods 2, 4, 6 again. And then on this side, you're just looking for the 2 to signify that we're only selecting the rosters from quarter two. All right, so I'm going to scroll down. My gradebook name, I'm going to call Medical Chem, period 6. No need to leave a comment, kind of hiding back here. Let's close that, is save. So I'm going to click save. All right, so at this point, I've essentially made my gradebook, but you might want to also add categories and add your students. So let's do adding categories next by clicking on the categories option. I do percentages, so I'm going to select weighted scoring. And I'm going to click on add category. So I have 3 categories: assignments, assessments, and midterm. Right. What's helpful for me is color coding these 3. So if you want to select a color, you can do so. So assignments for me are green, assessments are pink, midterm is purple. And then in this final column, if you do weighted scoring in percentages, you can list out your percentages here. So for my assignments, 70, 10, 20. Right, so double check that it makes sure that it totals up to 100%. Otherwise, you'll get a warning sign that says it doesn't add up to 100%. So once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and click save. All right. As a side note, if you have other categories or things you would like to do that are more detailed, for example, if you use rubric grading or standards-based grading, this is where you would change all of those options in the Options tab. Right. So now that we've added our categories, the next step is to add our students into this gradebook. So I'm going to select the one that says Manage Students on this upper part right here. Right. So here where it says Add Students, I'm just going to click Add Students. I should have about 30 students if I selected the correct one when I was making the first selection for Gradebook. So I did this earlier and it checks out. So I'm going to select Add All Students. All right, so once I selected add all students, they should all load up. You can see I have about 20 students saved. Click save, and then I am done. So at this point, if I want to add an assignment, I can go to assignments, click add assignments, so on and so forth, right? All of that good stuff. So this is setting up your first gradebook. If you want to link your gradebooks, then here, after you've made all of your gradebooks separately, you can then link them. So linking them basically means that if I give an assignment to my period 2 and my period 4 gradebook that I made earlier, it will also create that same assignment for my period 6, right? Since they're the same course anyways, right? That way you don't have to like recreate an assignment. So basically, I just need to set them as the same number. So this is going to be group 2 is what I'm going to call it. Right, so that means my period 2, 4, and 6 are going to be linked because they're all labeled group number 2. So once I've done that, I'm going to click save. And if I get back on this main page, it should say future terms because as of today, we have not started quarter 2 yet. So you'll see my periods 2 and 4 grade books that I made earlier, and then my period 6 grade book that I made in this video just now. All right, so hopefully that's helpful to you. Good luck, y'all.